Have you been seeing owls and hawks lately? Maybe an owl appearing at night, then suddenly a hawk crosses your path the very next day. At first, it feels random, but then it keeps happening. Different places, different moments, almost like something is trying to get your attention. And the strange part? These two birds represent completely different energies. One watches in silence from the shadows, while the other flies boldly through the open sky. So what happens when both keep appearing in your life? Tonight, we're uncovering the deeper meaning behind one of the most powerful bird combinations in nature. Welcome to Mystical Earthlings, where nature is never just nature. Because sometimes the things we repeatedly encounter aren't random at all. They're reflections, messages, patterns. And when owls and hawks begin appearing repeatedly, many believe it signals a powerful shift happening beneath the surface of your life. One that may already be unfolding, whether you realize it yet or not. In the wild, animals don't waste movement. Everything they do has purpose. So when a specific animal keeps crossing your path, especially during emotionally intense periods of life, people throughout history have viewed it as symbolic. Not because the animal itself is magical, but because repetition forces awareness. And awareness changes everything. Because eventually you stop asking, "Why do I keep seeing this?" and start asking, "What in my life keeps needing my attention?" Let's start with the owl. The owl is the bird of hidden truth. It sees clearly in darkness, which is why it has long been connected to intuition, secrets, and deeper awareness. Owls appear when something beneath the surface is trying to reveal itself. A feeling you can't shake, a truth you keep sensing, a situation that doesn't feel right anymore. And here's what makes the owl energy powerful. Owls don't chase, they observe, silently, patiently, almost as if they already know something others don't. So when owls keep appearing repeatedly, many believe it's a sign that deep down, you already know the truth about something. You just haven't fully faced it yet. Quick pause for a second. If you're enjoying uncovering the hidden meanings behind nature, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Because most people watching right now aren't subscribed. And here on Mystical Earthlings, we explore the mysteries, symbolism, and deeper patterns hidden all around us. All right, let's keep going. Now let's talk about the hawk. Unlike the owl, the hawk doesn't hide in darkness. It flies high above everything, seeing the bigger picture from above. Hawks symbolize clarity, precision, movement, action. They don't hesitate once they lock onto a direction. And that's what makes this bird so important spiritually. Because hawk energy often appears when life is pushing you to stop hesitating, to stop circling the same decision, to stop waiting for perfect certainty. The hawk sees the opportunity and moves. Which means when hawks keep appearing in your life, many believe it's a sign that clarity is already available to you. But action is the missing piece. Now, here's where this gets really interesting, because when both owls and hawks begin appearing repeatedly, their meanings combine into something much deeper. The owl represents awareness, the hawk represents action. One reveals the truth, the other demands movement. And together, they often appear during periods when life is trying to push you into transformation. Not gentle change, real change. The kind that forces you to stop ignoring what you already feel deep down. which is why many people report seeing these birds during major relationship shifts, career crossroads, emotional awakenings, periods of intense intuition, or moments where they know something in life can't continue the same way anymore. This combination often appears when your inner world already knows that change is unavoidable. Think about your life right now. What keeps pulling at your attention lately? What feeling keeps returning no matter how much you try to distract yourself? What truth already feels obvious, even if you haven't acted on it yet? That's the owl. Now ask yourself, what move have you been delaying? What decision have you been circling around? What part of your life already knows it's time to move forward? That's the hawk. Maybe these encounters aren't random at all. Maybe they're reminders. Reminders that your intuition has already spoken and that life may now be waiting for your response. Because eventually, clarity without action becomes stagnation. And the longer we ignore what we already know, the louder the patterns around us tend to become. So, next time an owl appears, or a hawk crosses your path, pause for a moment. Pay attention to what's happening in your life right then, because the message may already be unfolding around you. And if you've been seeing owls or hawks repeatedly lately, drop your experience in the comments. I have a feeling a lot more people are going through this than you realize. And if you want to keep exploring the hidden meanings woven throughout nature, subscribe to Mystical Earthlings, where there's always more beneath the surface. And, as always, thank you for being here with us.